everybody, Mrs. Borin's classroom here. We have another fun book to read to you today. This one is The Perfect Nest. This book is by Catherine Friend and illustrated by John Manders. You can see the picture on there. The Perfect Nest. Okay, here's the lead-in picture. Jack the cat gathered together everything he needed, then built the perfect nest, dry and cozy and just the right size. But the nest was not for Jack. With this perfect nest, he would attract a perfect chicken, who would lay the perfect egg, which would make a perfect omelet for a cat like Jack. Soon enough, a chicken came along. Ay caramba, she cried, a perfect nest. She hopped up and laid a small egg. Then a duck waddled by. Sacre bleu, she cried, the perfect nest. There's the chicken, and there's the duck. The duck pushed the chicken out, hopped up, and laid a medium-sized egg. Then a goose lumbered by. Great balls of fire, she cried, a perfect nest. There's the duck pushing the chicken. There's a goose. The goose pushed the duck out and hopped up and laid a large egg. Jack's mouth began to water. 3 eggs would make 3 omelets. But then the duck leaped onto the goose's back. This is my nest. The chicken flew onto the duck. No, this is my nest. The 3 cackled and quacked and humped, but each refused to leave the perfect nest. They squished each other for days. Each day, Jack tried to get the birds off the eggs. Fire! Fire! He cried. They did not move. Flood! Flood! He cried. They did not move. Wolf! Wolf! He cried. But the chicken, the duck, and the goose would not move. Finally, Jack stood before them. You birds are so silly. The next farm over has an even better nest, and it's empty. Why doesn't one of you use that nest? An empty nest? Cried the chicken. Without a goose to sit on my head? Ay caramba! Sacre bleu, the duck cried. Stop it. No, just leave it. I am tired of smelling like the chicken. That nest is mine. Great balls of fire, cried the goose. Out of my way, and they all flapped away. Leave it. Alone at last, Jack returned to the nest and peeked inside. He arranged the eggs neatly in a row. Small breakfast, medium lunch, and large dinner. Jack's stomach rumbled. But then, crack! The small egg broke open and out popped a wet baby chick who looked up at Jack and said, "Caramba, hola, mama." Crackety snap. The medium-sized egg broke open and out scrambled a wet baby duck who looked up at Jack and said, "Sacre bleu, bonjour, maman." Crackety, crackety, boom! The largest egg broke open and out stepped a wet baby goose who looked up at Jack and said, "Great balls of fire, howdy, ma." There's the chick, there's the duckling, and there's the baby goose. And they all crawled to mama. Jack stared at the babies. What was he to do? He couldn't make omelets out of them. "Dry me, dry me, dry me," cried the soggy baby chick. "Feed me, feed me, feed me," cried the hungry baby duck. "Play, play, play," cried the excited baby goose. Jack hid in the barn. The three babies found him. He hid in the woods. The three babies found him, and he hid under the tractor. There he is. There he is. And there he is hiding. The three babies found him and dragged him back to the nest. "Sleep, sleep, sleep," the tired little babies finally whispered. "Cold, cold, cold," shivered the babies. Jack scratched his head. Someone had to care for this baby, but there was no one else around. Looky. Jack lifted all three babies into the nest. "Buenas noches, mama," said the baby chick. "Bonne nuit, maman," said the baby duck. "Sweet dreams, ma," said the baby goose. Then Jack climbed into the nest and the babies fell asleep. That's when he realized that this really was the perfect nest. Look at them all cuddled up there together. And that is the end of our story. So instead of getting omelets, looks like he became a mama. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. And until the next time, bye-bye from Mrs. Borin's classroom. Bye-bye.